Are you ready to listen to a podcast?
Here comes the Playhouse Podcast, thanks to Bradshaw and Bryan Law Offices.
Find, subscribe, and listen.
Kat had the tarot cards out this morning on a Fortune Friday. She went 3 for 3 with some amazing readings. That's coming up a little bit later in the podcast. Here we go.
What's trending?
Trending today is National Frankenstein Day.
I have one question, Dr. Frankenstein.
All right. So on the last Friday in October, all the time it recognizes the novel of Frankenstein, which took, a bunch of different features to make one giant monster, right? I want to know, and I want you to make your perfect woman. Like the perfect woman, take parts from different celebrities and make your perfect
I already
female.
have her.
Oh, is she at home? It's Trisha.
Yeah, she's for sure listening right now.
Okay. She'll forgive you. Who is it? Think of a celeb that you could make that could be your lady Frankenstein.
I got to just name one woman?
Well, no, they're parts. So you got ScarJo's boobs.
I would go Sofia Vergara's rack.
Okay.
Yeah,
sure.
I would go that route. And then, I would go somebody like probably the mind of Nikki Glaser, because that girl is a trip.
That's a dark mind.
Like, I know, but you could hang out with that human for years and never hear the same thing twice.
Okay.
So I would go that route. And then, boy, this is a good one. How about you? If you're building the perfect man, where do you go?
I'm going to say, sticking on that comic tip, Nick Bargatze?
Oh, he's hosting Saturday Night Live this
I know
weekend.
he is. I saw that promo. So I need that mine because he is so dry and funny. I love that. But I would take the build of Jason Momoa only because he swallows you in, and every girl wants that. Okay, watch your face. And then I would love the behind of Ryan Reynolds, because it just looks like a nice tight booty.
Okay.
And I think that's my Frankenstein. So you had your Frankentina. I have my Frankenstein. Who could you make up on Frankenstein's Day that would be like the perfect person?
Oh, and Cameron Diaz's smile.
Really?
Like when she smiles, it lights up her room. Don't you think so? Google it real quick. Just Google Cameron Diaz.
No, I already
smile.
Googled the pictures of famous people without teeth, and hers haunts me. She looks like she shouldn't have teeth. She has that kind of mouth.
I first have got to read you this note that was in, and I wish I would have been here all week so we could have done this sooner. But imagine waking up to this, like my neighbor did, this note in her mailbox. And my house, by the way, is the probably 4th least Halloween-y house in my neighborhood. But some people go all out, like those 20-foot giant moving. Like there's a few of those. I just want to read you this note and then get your first thought on it real quick. I'm going to read you exactly how the note is written, so this isn't my poor grammar, all right? Okay. I'm a very concerned resident regarding your horrifying and demonic array every Halloween.
They spell it hollow with a W?
Hallo space ween.
Oh, God.
This is not a happy time of year. In fact, it's the time when Satan impregnates his bride.
Is that true?
I have never heard that before.
I haven't either.
You need to consider what you are doing as it affects many of the neighbors in this area. Some of us dread walking by your house. That's it. Not signed by anyone. That's the note's entirety.
So that almost insinuates that many a neighbor are chatting about this, which might not be true. A lot of people like to not feel alone in a situation.
You ever lived in a neighborhood where it was too spooky to walk by?
Don't you know I grew up in the Halloween capital?
I know, so people did it up
the better,
big, right? I mean, you wouldn't be wigged out by this, would you?
No, not at all. Like the house that they feature on Fox 9 every year is 7 houses away from my parents' house. So, and they win awards every year because it is so damn spooky.
And there is nothing more candy ass than writing a note and not signing it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you really feel this way, then sign it. Jenny from 4 Houses Down, whatever your name is. Everybody's calling her a Karen on our Facebook page, obviously.
I'm sure.
But what would be, somebody said right away, people are saying, I would order so many more decorations. I don't know how to respond to something like this. Have you ever shot anything? Have you ever killed anything, hunted anything?
I've never hunted anything. I am not against it at all. I would love to get into that lifestyle, truly. I'm married to couldn't be less outdoorsy if he tried. He only comes outdoors to go to work, Derek, and I would love to.
I used to do a lot of hunting when I was younger. My dad was, obviously a special forces guy, so it would be all of him and his dopey army buddies that we'd go out hunting. And my cousin and I would end up running these ravines and kicking these deer up, and then they'd shoot them, and then they'd leave us to sit outside in the cold the rest of the day while they went to the bar. That was the extent of my hunting experience when I was younger. So I didn't get the full Monty. Like, I've got these friends that plan these like week-long trips, and they go to the the hunting shack and stuff like that. But I was reading this morning. So if we think back to like cavemen, is your image still the man gets up early in the morning and goes out and hunts for the entire family and brings home a big meal at night as the women kind of do the domestic duties?
Yeah.
They're finding out more and more right now. This is a new study out of the University of Delaware that women were probably better hunters than men.
It's been proven that our shooting skills are better than that of a guy. And guys will admit it. I was talking to some hunters. He's like, yeah, my wife kills way more than I do.
There's a finesse thing, I think, involved there. Yeah, patience is probably a big deal. So I wanted to, since it's kind of that time of the year right now, that most women that are listening probably have hunted something. Here's what I want. I'm guessing that you as a lady listening to the show have some kind of animal on your camera roll that you've downed.
Oh.
Will you just text a picture of that to us anytime this morning during the show? I want to see the animal you're most proud of downing. And then if you want to add anything to it, like, hey, shot him in Ely or wherever the deal was. But who out there listening right now is probably a better hunter than the man in their life?
I have a friends group who they have hunting land, a lot of it up north, and they have the guys area and the girls area.
Really?
And the girls will shoot and the guys come over and take care of everything.
Wow,
and
why
I'm
is
like,
that?
Just because they want them to.
That sounds
and
backwards.
They want to go in for wine.
Jonas Brothers, Xcel Energy Center, November 19th. Every single day next week during the live show from 6 till 10, we'll have free tickets. As a matter of fact, your first chance to win free tickets at 7:05 Monday morning. Right now, let's get you back into the podcast. To celebrate, we're going to pull out the tarot cards that we got at, and they're called like 1950s housewife tarot cards.
But the way you read into them, they really do transcend decades. So.
We found these at a rummage sale a few years back. They were 50 cents. We're like, geez, we don't have that kind of a budget. So we got them for a quarter, talked them down, and they've been a staple on the show ever since. So many people walk around every weekend knowing that because their tarot was read up on this dopey radio show, that they can walk into life confident in certain situations. Cassandra, any big plans for the weekend?
Not really, no. Just relax. I don't have to work.
That might all change right now based on what's going on with your tarot. You're prepared to guarantee and to give your life to us, basically, to form and, kind of guide you through the next maybe 48 to 72 hours. You're prepared for that?
Absolutely.
She's just giving herself to us.
Let us know if any of this comes true, because it really does validate what I do.
You're an Aquarius, right?
I am.
All right, Kat, let's start with our horoscope.
All right, so take a good look in the mirror this morning. It's a perfect time to take an honest look at your situation using positive reinforcement. Negative will get you nowhere. And then also you may feel this sense of wavering within yourself with commitments for partnerships. Now is not the time to address it, but you will have a chance to hold meaningful discussions later tonight, okay?
Sounds good.
Is that something you're dealing with right now?
Actually, yes.
Oh, my God.
Kind of
Yep.
good.
That's what 100%.
Okay. Well, I don't want you to air out all your dirt unless you want to.
No.
Okay. Sounds good. You can always OPP us if you want to. The card that hopped out while you were on hold was Temperance. So it stands for cooperation, compromise, and sympathy. That's exactly what your horoscope said. You got to sit down and have those discussions.
Sounds
Maybe
like you're
somebody needs to compromise.
Yeah, are you like the hard ass in the relationship?
No, actually, I'm pretty easygoing.
Sounds like
I
that's
run
what I
a
meant.
really busy life, so yes, but there's been some differences and some arguments, and so it's quite interesting this morning, actually.
Oh, wow. That's what I thought. Okay, well, go tell your friends about me.
Yeah, tell everybody leave you alone for the weekend. You need some time to sort it out, and then you'll just be the strong you come Monday.
Absolutely.
Great job, Cassandra. Have a great day.
Thanks, you too.
Take care. Amanda, now hearing that, does that spook you out knowing how accurate this is going to be?
No, I'm excited.
Okay.
And you're a Gemini, right?
Yep.
All right, Kat, what do you got from Amanda?
Catch up on your correspondence before the work week comes to a close. You are going to be looking for ways to get involved in your community. Watch out for emotional depletion. Schedule your next self-care session, like a massage, maybe a spa day, so you can recharge in the near future. Consider putting away your screens in favor of running errands today and get some stuff done, okay?
Perfect. That sounds exactly right.
Does it really? Are you looking for ways to get involved in your community?
Yeah, and a lot of the self-care stuff, too.
Oh my God.
Well, I'm looking for less to do, so you can pick up the slack once I quit everything, okay?
I'm spooking myself.
I got 6 kids. I think I'm good.
Yeah.
Jesus, oh, my God, you're like a Pez dispenser.
All right. Well, the card that came out for you, maybe you want to watch it. It's the Lover's card, and it stands for romance, infatuation, and the sex. All right, so...
Oh.
Be careful.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You sound like that's not welcome in your life right now.
No more.
Well, no, I just got out of a 13-year relationship, so.
Oh, okay.
That's all 6 kids come out of that 13 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Well, so you need some time just to sit.
Have fun. Yeah.
Sit or have fun. All
Get
right.
after it. Hey, thanks a lot. Have a great weekend, Amanda.
Awesome. You too. Thanks, guys.
Hey, Paula, how you feeling?
Good.
What?
Good.
We are too. We're great. Thanks for asking. What was your exact feeling when the woman in front of you said that she had 6 kids? What was the exact thought that went through your head?
I'm glad I stopped at 2.
Yeah, that was an oh my God moment. I was like 6. I can't imagine doubling up my family. All right, real quick, you're our last reading of the day, and Paula is a Libra, Cat.
All right, Paula, the stars gently remind you that love can soothe most wounds. So whether you're overdue for an important conversation, self-care, or romantic date with your sweetheart, now is the time to pursue whatever can elevate your spirit. Are you in the? Are you needing that right now? Are you in the department of needing some self-love?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
That's a tough spot to be in. That's called a rut. When you're like,
Yep.
I need something to fill up my love tank. Well, I hope it comes your way. All right. So can you grow up, please? Can you grow up?
Jet lag yesterday when you got back? It was only an hour time difference.
No jet lag. I was just so tired. Like
Trish
that.
was too. I was like, we didn't work. Like I didn't wake up.
I had nothing for nobody, but it is like, I don't know, just the traveling and
a whole day to travel. When you spend that kind of time at the airport, and LaGuardia was in and out easy. It was easy travel. A lot of, very short security lines and stuff like
put
that.
in some miles on the feet, though.
Yeah.
4-mile walk alone to Chinatown. And then
You guys, the best part about this whole trip is all Kat could talk about was stalking this Real Housewife of New York, and then she didn't do it.
I didn't make it happen for myself. I think that's a good thing.
And which one was this?
It's Sonia
Della
Morgan.
Sepp?
No.
No, who?
I am impressed by you that you knew that I actually did walk by hers.
Okay, so you wanted to
apartment.
stalk this Sonia Morgan lady.
Yeah.
And what makes her so interesting? I don't
She's
watch
so
this show.
crazy and cool and New Yorky and wild. And I feel like if I had walked up to her and asked her for a photo or like whatever.
Can you imagine how that conversation goes? Hey, Sonia. Hey, can I get a picture real quick? Who are you? I'm Kat. I came all the way here from Minnesota to see you.
She would never say,
She would
who are
shoot
you?
you in the face with a bazooka.
She would say, absolutely, let's take a photo. You don't ask Luann de
she would-
Lesseps because she's too snobby. I feel like Luann would never.
What if
do
she
that.
pepper sprayed you and then you had to walk a whole 4 miles back with just eyes
here.
running, not being able to breathe, stuff like that?
Yeah, so that scenario right there.
But you didn't see anybody super famous?
I didn't, no. But I did actually feel like people were really nice. I didn't meet any nasty New Yorkers.
Most
you know?
people just stick to their own. I mean, you got every person you see on the street's got AirPods in and they're looking to get somewhere, so they're really not concerned with you that much.
I did when we were eating in Little Italy. We parked it for like 3 hours and drank all their sangria at this Italian place. It was so cute and beautiful and watching the people. And but I heard my first forget about it.
Oh,
you know,
really?
Because I was at the bathroom and waiting in line. It was a 1-person bathroom, and I opened the door and this kid forgot to lock it. Like his dad must have said, "Go to the bathroom." I think he was like 6 or 7. His feet were dangling like this. And I go, oh, I'm sorry. And I shut the door and he goes, who was in there? And I said, a little kid. And he goes, oh, forget about it. Tell him to move. Tell him to get out of there. I was like, oh my God, this is so cute.
The Playhouse Podcast is made possible thanks to Bradshaw and Bryan Law Offices. Catch the live show weekdays from 5:30 to 9 on 104.7 KCLD. Now, share this with a friend.